Hello everyone and welcome to PSGL, specifically PSGL F8 round number 7 here in Italy. We're approaching the halfway stage. My name is Leon and as I said this is F8. There are only 13 drivers today, pretty disappointing, so there might not be as much action on track, but you never know. It is Monza of all places. Monza, 11 corners, one of the most well-known tracks on the calendar, known as the Temple of Speed, and has the highest average speed on a lap. I think it was like 180 mile an hour, I think, something like that, in real life. But yeah, rapid speeds on this track. There are only 13 drivers, as I've said. I will go through the standings at some point in the session. Do not worry about that. Yeah, I've got them up now just in case. But we'll just go on board the first couple of laps. The first guy out on track is Sam T, who last week got a 6th place, but is in 2nd in the championship. The championship has got a lot closer, with Three Gloves not doing too well in the past 2 races and allowing his competition to catch up. But here we are on board with Sam T, ready to start his first lap on the first lap of the session. Coming on the main straight, so we'll reach speeds of around about 215 mile an hour. And it was 214 as he breaks into turn 1 and turn 2, the first chicane. On a short shift out on the exit to get a very good exit now. Coming through Curva de Grande, I think it's called. Turn 3, flat out easy in an F1 car. Coming up to the second chicane, 25.9 the first sets and not too bad. Turns 4 and 5 now, easy to invalidate, easy to go off. It's a very difficult chicane. Now coming in through the Lesmos, Lesmo 1, these are pretty easy now, they get easier over the years. Lesmo 2, very important. Can go wide and get invalid, but you need a good exit out of there to get a good run down this straight with DRS going to Ascari. In the middle sector, it's going to be a 52.2, not too bad from the Renault driver into Ascari, one of the most well-known complex of corners. Sam with a little bit of a wonky line, clouting a lot of that curb on the exit, but not doing too bad. Now down this back straight, you need a good run out of Ascari to get this run down the back straight. Through Parabolica, pretty easy corner nowadays. There's a lot of room on that part of the track, and up to the line, it's going to be a 1 minute 18.8. Callum was right in behind, a 1 minute 18.6. Langfeld 19.3. Mimilu pits. Bando, no. Tom AJ pits. 3 Gloves to the line, 19.1. Willows, 19.7. Wiseman, 19.9. Moria wet through the Parabolica. It's going to be 18.9. Then you got Bando Biz. And 18.7 splits the Renaults. Now you have got Captain Chubbs on a set of mediums. It's going to be in the 20s, a 20.2. Frederick, 20.3. And then you've got Huberto Mancini, who is going to set a 19.8. And that is it for the first stints. Yeah, that is going to be it. Tom AJ and Mimilu backed out of their laps. So I'll quickly go through the standings. Three Gloves winning the championship on 54 points. Followed up by Sam T on 45, Captain Chubbs 42, Callum on 39, Bando Biz 39, Tom AJ 33, Langfeld 27, Volakongan 24, Mercedes, Frederick 21, Mimilu 13, Zexa 12, Window Looker 8, Willow 7, Snookster 7, JRD 6, Huberto Mancini 6, Nadal 5, Hubsy 4, Panda 4, Wiseman 4, Moriowet 4, and Best Bob 3, and the rest do not have any points. Now the constructors. Renault lead on 84 points, followed by McLaren on 72, Williams then on 62, Haas and Mercedes both on 48, 4th and 5th in the championship. Ferrari then on 21, quite a big gap there. AlphaTauri on 18, Alfa Romeo 11, Racing Point 7, Red Bull 6 as Roberto Mancini sets the second lap. I think everyone's going to be coming into the pits now to get everything sorted. OTG joined, so we'll go 14 drivers, so we're getting there. Moriouette, I think, has run out of fuel, yes. So he's limping back to the pits. Is there a Red Bull that's gone off? But potentially, then Wiseman I think may have actually span at Ascari. Everyone back in the pits, everyone on outlaps. Roberto Mancini will be coming into the pits. Mimolu is going to be correct. Never mind, not correct. On an invalid lap, so that lap obviously doesn't count. Would have been an 18.9, which would have put him in P4. Right. Next will be Callum, I think. Yes. So let's see what he can do. Currently P1. I would say his F8 career so far this season is known as a quality motion. Hello, Gavin. He has a pole position, I believe, once. He's actually up by 1.5 tenths. But yeah, he's not had a win this season. And he's been always up there in qualifying. So it's not great from his standpoint. Second, sorry about that. Yeah, he's lost a lot of time in the middle of the sector. He's now only by 2,000, so he's made a mistake somewhere. Yeah, he started up and around the top positions, never actually got a win, but he did win in FP, so it may fill him with a bit of confidence as he comes around the Parabolica. He may pit. No, it's going to be very similar to his previous lap time, and yet he actually doesn't improve. And Sam actually improves with an 18.5. So the other Renault doing... Yes, Callboy, I do agree, and that's what other people like you and others says. He does seem to... I'm not going to put bottle, I'm not going to say bottle. He lacks the crossover / consistency of the race compared to qualifying, because qualifying is one lap, which is much simpler than 27, which I think is for Monza. But yeah, he's still in the championship fight. He'll have confidence from FP, where he won. So yeah, it's probably a good track for him. But then again, Monza isn't the most difficult of tracks for most drivers. At the end of the day, a lot of it is straights, and there are a couple of chicanes, and you've got Lesmo 1, Lesmo 2 Parabolica. That's basically it. As you got Moriouette on a lap. Bando Biz left the session and didn't. I don't know if he's rejoined or not. Moriouette's actually going to get a nice little slipstream there from Langfell. We'll see if he's up in the middle sector. No, nobody seems to want to improve. Hopefully he can. But people like Bando Biz around, 3 gloves, I don't know. Let's see if Moriarty can gain a little bit more time. Someone just improved, I don't know who it was. Oh, never mind, Moriarty has actually lost it. Bit too punchy on the throttle pedal, coming out of Parabolica, and has lost a chunk of his front wing. Roberto Mancini, nobody likes to improve on their lap times. Roberto Mancini is now actually up. It's not a great Scary, you wobble as well, cleared the inside curb. Coming through the Parabolica, he would have lost time down that whole back straight because of Ascari, and I don't think it's going to be an improvement. Oh, it is. It's a 19.3, but doesn't actually go anywhere. Tom AJ down, and the other person's Mimilu. He's actually purple in the first sector. One of the only 2 drivers not to set a lap, and he's purple apparently. Let's see if he's purple again. He is. It's a 52.1. That is going to be around about the pole time at the moment. And he's actually invalidated Ascari. Never mind. He's got a habit of invalidating at this point. He'll only have 1 run left. He will only have 1 run left. You have got Wiseman. That could have been the driver who I noticed improve. Why is it not letting me switch? There we go. Wiseman's probably pitting, yep. So will Mancini, yep. Then we'll watch Bando Biz, who's on a lap on his own. 25.8, sorry, in the first sector. That's a blinding first sector from the McLaren. He is more known as a quality merchant, I would believe, because he's got 4 pole positions out of 6. I believe he converted it into a win last week. No. Yeah, Bando Biz has not won. He has had 4 pole positions and has not won, so he's more of a quality merchant than Callum. But Bando Biz has got a lot of second places. Maybe he can like transfer this pole that he might get into a win if he gets pole. But I think he's going to get a provisional pole position here, 18.4 or so, I think, as he comes around Parabolica. I don't think he'll stamp on the throttle too early like other drivers have. Coming up to the line, the McLaren sets at 1 minute 18.4. 10th clear of Sam, who has just started a lap and is down in the first sector. And actually touches the gravel on the exit of the second chicane. Oh, and he's going to abandon that lap. Next is 3 Gloves, who's actually purple, apparently, but is only up by a 10.5, so that's only going to put him around about the Callum territory. Comes around Parabolica. Three Gloves to the line, and 18.5. Very slight improvement in the final sector. I'd get practicing then, Cowboy. But yeah, 3 Gloves splitting the 2 Renaults. Championship leader there sat in 3rd. Bando Biz will be coming back to the pits. OTG 26.3 in the first sector. Not too great. That's about 3 or 4 tenths off of what the leaders are doing. That was wide out of Lesmo 2. He did join mid-session. This may be his only chance to get a lap in, unless he pits. His Ascari is very nice. Let's see. I think he'll be around about his teammate's territory as he comes down the back straight. And he's not invalidated to the line. OTG is P9. Yeah, around his teammate where I thought he would go. The hat of Captain Chubbs, who's been at the lower parts, was up by 8 tenths and then just abandoned the lap. So Chubbs, who's in that championship fight, he's just not performing at the moment. Not performing at the moment. As everyone's going out for the final runs. And Chubbs is actually retired. I'm slightly confuddled by that one. Because... And also Three Gloves is retired. Okay, so... Championship leader down in 3rd. Captain Chubbs down in 12th. That is not what he wants. Even though there's only 14 drivers, he's got to try and get through basically the entirety of the grid. And OTG maybe the first one? No, it's Wiserman who's the first of the drivers to start the final runs. Not bad in the first sector, that up by 4 tenths. Very good from the Red Bull driver, that 4 tenths up in the first sector. Not purple, but Wiserman's not really been fighting for race wins at all this season, so I mean his best finish is a 9th, so I mean good chance for most drivers to get some points. The ones that are lower down, and there's only 14 drivers, there's a big opportunity here. Coming through the middle sector, up by practically the same amount, has actually probably lost a little bit of time in the middle sector. Oh no! And Wiserman has not done a very wise move there and has ran wide at the exit of Ascari and is invalidated, and that is it for his lap. See what Willows can do. I do apologise for the pun, but it just kind of presented itself. Willows to the line. I don't think it's going to be an improvement. No, it is, very slightly. Does not actually go anywhere, however. Mimolu, invalid, starting last. Only person to not set a lap. Not great from the AlphaTauri driver. Not many people are actually completing laps. Mangini, invalid. Langfell. That's the wrong Merc. Hold on. Frederick, invalid. Oh my. Sam is up. Coming through Parabolica, can he get pole position? Around the Parabolica, can he get pole? Yes, he can! By 4 thousandths, Bando Business actually got off the track. Callum Anderson, he's gone pole with an 18.3. It is a Renault 1-2. Callum has absolutely clutched that entire lap from the final sector. The quality merchant himself has got pole, not my words, and it is a Renault 1-2, but I have to say a pretty disappointing qualifying from a lot of the drivers. Like, not many actually improved on their laps. A lot of them made mistakes, which has cost them. But it should be feisty going into turn 1. The 2 Renaults leading. There's a long run down into turn 1, so anything can happen. So Callum is on pole with an 18.3. Sam right behind. Less than 300ths behind, and then Bando Biz 4 thousandths off of Sam, off the front row. Then it's Three Gloves in fourth, sorry, I don't know what I'm on about there. In fifth is Moriarty, very good from him. Sixth is Langfell, seventh Wiseman, eighth Mancini, ninth OTG, Willows 10th. 10th is possibly the worst place to start. Tom AJ in 11th, free choice of tyre, obviously, everyone below. Captain Chubbs in 12th, very disappointing from the Haas driver. Frederick in 13th, and Mimolu in 14th, without setting an actual lap. I don't know, it's just... I know it can be difficult to get a perfect lap round here, but not setting a lap at all. Not great from the AlphaTauri driver, and it's a dry race. I don't think I've actually commentated or raced in a wet race like this whole game, so I don't know if I've got some kind of like dry curse, but yeah. Now the drivers have got this time to improve their, either make subtle changes to the setups or gotta wait 2 more seconds. And the formation lap begins. Let's have a look at the tyres. So, obviously top 10, all on the softs. As of the top 10, Tom AJ, Chubbs and Mimolu on the mediums. So you got Frederick, who's decided to go, you know what, let's go a little bit different, let's go on the softs and see what we can do. So everyone's going to warm the tyres up, go Mimolu. There's a predictive strategy, it is soft to medium. What I do have to say though is if there's like a safety car or something, a virtual safety car, this is what I've learned from FP, because I myself did racing there at Monza, which was on Tuesday. I think I pitted lap 8 on the medium, from the soft to the mediums, and I did puncture on the last lap. The mediums don't go that long. The softs do quite well, but the mediums just kind of die. Oh, Mimolu has actually gone off on the formation lap. Thank God damage isn't on the formation lap. But yeah, the best time to pit is probably around like lap 10. Anywhere before then, and you're probably risking a puncture. And let's pray that there is no safety car glitches. There has been a hell of a lot in the most recent patches, a lot of safety car glitches. Let's just pray that there is no safety car glitches if we get a safety car, which I will say around this track quite high, but we only have 14 drivers, so the chances probably decrease a little bit. And share the stream out if you can, try and get as many views as we can for F8. And let's try and see what happens on lap 1. Anything can happen. Callum is probably in the worst position because it's a very long run down to turn 1. Everyone behind him has got slipstream. He doesn't. So he probably won't be leading into turn 1. It'll probably be Bando Biz. It'll be either Sam or someone from the second row. No one else will be able to get up that far before turn 1, I do not think. They'll need a hell of a start. As we're just getting ready for Mimolu, we'll be the last person to line up. Only 14 drivers, so let's hope the action is quite good for 14 drivers and we don't have a ball fest. And now the lights, 3, 4 and 5 red lights. And away we go for the start of the Italian Grand Prix, and it is a pretty good start from the Renaults. Callum may actually lead into turn 1 here. No one's actually making a move into the chicane. Oh, there's collisions. There's a Mercedes round of Langfell. The other Mercedes, I think the Mercedes have collided into each other. There's a Red Bull off of Weiserman in the background. Not too much went on though. There is a Mercedes that lost a bit of front wing. I think they rear-ended each other. But the top 4, the top 5 have not changed. OTG, very good start, up into 6th. So, yeah, pretty civilian start from everyone. Just got to see what happens now. Will Sam be the Valtteri Bottas of Renault? And just hold the drivers up behind to let Callum go? I don't know. These two are both in the championship fight. But obviously want to work together. And Callum with a huge moment coming out of Ascari. Doesn't want to bin it on lap 1. Bando Beer's looking very racy. So we've got Captain Chubbs and Mancini going side by side into Parabolica. Captain Chubbs has gained 5 positions on this lap. He's on a charge on that alternate strategy, and he's already up into P7. And no, that's a timing glitch. Right. Okay. Thank you. Actually, Bando Biz has passed Sam into turn 1. Yes, he has. He's got past the Renault, and now Callum is going to be under threat. I do not know what's going on. Both the Mercs are pitting. They have hit each other. So this couldn't have got any worse. Yeah, I don't know really what's going on here. I wish the timing screen could kind of sort itself out. I know Callum's leading, followed by Bando Biz, followed by Sam, followed by 3 Gloves, followed by Morioette. OTG is struggling to keep up with the front lot, and Captain Chubbs will be trying to take advantage of that. As OTG has actually left the session, and that is a 3-second time penalty for Bando Biz already on lap 2. I really hope this time screen sorts out. Frederick is not winning the race. As OTG's AI is just going to drop down the grid a lot. As we start lap 3, DRS will be enabled. And DRS is not enabled so far. It will be enabled for the back straight. Well, from Lesmo 2 to Ascari as we go down to turn 1. Nothing really changes. Captain Chubb's now up 6 positions. Got a little bit of a gap, a 2.6 second gap to the cars in front. But he's on that medium compound tyre, so at the end of the race, going to be very, very strong. Now you've got Willows on the back of Uberto Mancini. Don't think he'll go for it. Yeah, he's not going to, but Mancini with a very poor exit. Willows all over the rear end of him into Lesmo 1. Obviously not going to go for it into Lesmo 1. Mancini really struggling for traction out of these corners. Wobbling the back end all over the place. And Morioette now is struggling just about in the DRS range of the cars in front. Needs a blinding final sector to keep up, and 3 Gloves has actually made a mistake, which is going to keep Morioette in this little fight. This gap's now 3.1. From 5th to 6th. But now we'll go back on board with the leaders. Bando Biz slowly creeping up to Callum with DRS now. He's going to get that much closer. Look at that gap come down. That gap has come down tremendously from about 6 tenths to 3 tenths. Callum with a really good exit out of turn 2. Bando Biz not so much. Now we just got to sit and wait for something to happen. Hold on a minute, and you've got Willows and Mancini going side by side into the chicane. Oh, good defending from Mancini. He's kept his position. What this has allowed is Captain Chubbs to just now have clean air all around him. As now you've got Mimilou who's going, oh, I'll have a look at this. Oh no, and he's at the rear of Willows. Oh, he's at the rear of the Alfa Romeo. He's lost a chunk of his front wing. Sam has got a penalty on lap 4. This is going to be a penalty heaven race at the moment. Mancini with a 3-second time penalty as well. lost the ability to speak English as well, apparently. There's Tom AJ now. Will he go for it around the outside? I wouldn't recommend it with a guy who's got wing damage. No, he thinks better of it. As Bando Biz once again closes up. And Sam is struggling to keep up. Right now, Moriarty has lost the gap. Captain Chubb's in a little bit land of his own, which you'll like. And Willows is still yet to pass Huberto Mancini. Just seemingly calm. Mancini doing a stellar job at defending. As Sam has actually lost the DRS of the top two, which puts Callum in a really, really vulnerable position. Because now these two can just get away. And it now means that Bando Biz has got nothing to worry about behind him. And Callum always seems to struggle out the exit of Ascari, and Bando Biz 3.5 tenths behind him. Looks set for the McLaren driver here. I do not really see what Callum can do to defend this. Apart from absolutely throw his ERS away. Bando Biz is actually not pushing. And Sam, and three gloves is ahead. And has actually got back into DRS range of the McLaren in front. So kind of the slingshot that Three Gloves got has pushed him back into the DRS range for a couple of seconds. And it's not a great chicane from Three Gloves, which is allowing the top two to slightly get away again. And he won't have DRS. Tom AJ and Willows, I think. Oh, Willows has actually dropped back a lot. I'm going to guess Willows has made a mistake somewhere. As Wiseman picks up a 3-second time penalty. Mario Wet with a 3-second time penalty. Driving on his own, basically. As Bando Biz right behind Callum again. Callum all out of shape. Will he go for it into turn one? No, too far back. Very slow from these two up in front. Bando Biz right behind him. He's not going for it, and I don't know why. He's got the ERS advantage. He seemingly has the pace advantage. He's just not going for this move. He's been very patient. He has a penalty as well. He can't be patient here. He cannot be patient. He's going to close up again through Ascari. I'll probably get closer through down to Parabolica, as Callum cannot seem to nail an exit out of Ascari, as he fails to do again. And Bando Biz again. Callum all out of shape out of the final corner there. Bando Biz surely is going to go for it now. Just a little bit of a push here. Callum has no ERS, and Bando Biz has spotted his movement, and he's going to take it around the outside of turn one. Callum is going to fight it, but I don't think he's going to get it. Bando Biz off the inside line into turn two, and is up into the lead. Callum, though, with a really good exit, he's going to have to try and fight this, and doesn't, and has to recede. Well, not recede, retreat. So Bando Biz takes the lead, and Callum cannot deal with slow corners. He's getting all out of shape now. He's trying to push to keep up with the McLaren. The McLaren's now been set loose. Oh! Barnabas has spun! Oh, and he's at the barrier as well. For good measure, I don't think he actually got wing damage, but it's a big spin for the McLaren. Oh, he's bottled it. Oh my, oh my, oh my. That adds a twist as Three Gloves is into the pits quite early. Bando Biz has spun. Coming out of Ascari. He was probably one of the least likely to make a mistake out of the two in the lead, and he has. And he's now dropped to 5th. It will be 6th, obviously. Three Gloves is in the pits and he's in clean air. But now this race has probably turned into a bit of a bore fest because there's not much going on. I think that's Mancini's got a 3-second time penalty. Oh, I didn't actually notice Mancini spun as well. I was not paying any attention. He overshot it. I was looking back on the stream then. He's just overshot it. And he's gone rearwards into the barrier as well. So everyone seemingly wants to make a mistake at Ascari now. There's Mario Wet and Sandpit. And obviously they come out on the mediums, and Three Gloves actually with that hella undercut has come out well ahead of them. 1.2 seconds in fact, 1.4, 1.5. The undercut so powerful. Bando Biz is another 3-second time penalty. His race has gone from downhill, to be honest with you. What's the gap to leader? 24 seconds. Three Gloves could be in contention of taking the lead of this race if carries on like this. And someone else has gone off. It's Wiserman at turn... Ooh. I don't actually know how you've gone off there. It's well after turn 2. Not sure. Callum into the pits. Will he come out behind Three Gloves? Potentially. Potentially. No, I don't think he will. He's going to come out just ahead. Three Gloves has got the overspeed. And Callum just out ahead, but Three Gloves all over his diffuser. Wants a bit of this action. I don't think he really saw himself fighting for the lead. As we come into turn 4, no, he's not going to go for it on this occasion. Right now, I would say this is Callum's race to lose. As Bando Biz has bottled it, Callum hasn't got a penalty. Three Gloves is on older tyres, and I think Callum is probably quicker. But yeah, it's out of these two for the race win. Sam has an outside chance because of penalties if Sam can keep himself clean. Right, here we go, down this straight. Gotta watch out for Captain Chubbs as well. Mimilou is off at Ascari. He's gone in rearwards, and there's a safety car. And this has absolutely benefited Chubbs and Tom AJ. Captain Chubbs might win this race. From 12th on the grid, he's going to... Oh, actually, no, he can't pit. No, wait, what is he going to do, actually? Softs won't go to the end from here. Tom AJ with a drive-through penalty for speeding under the safety car. Oh, no, he's have to serve that once it's finished as well. What tyres are they going to go on to? I wonder... Safety car's just sitting there waiting. Will he stay out? I doubt it. Will he go on to hards? Softs won't go 14 laps. He's going for it. He's going to come out P4. He's going to come out P4 on a set of softs. I'm not sure. Tom AJ's gone on hards, which I think is a wiser strategy. I do not think softs are going to make 14 laps. Yes, a few laps are going to be behind the safety car. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I think he's in a puncture. I don't think them softs are going to make it. Bear in mind, they are going to wear under the safety car. Yes, a lot slower, but they're still going to wear. So I don't think that's a good strategy call. But then again, he's the driver, I'm the commentator. So, hey ho. But what this has done is it has brought everyone a lot closer, which is nice. And Bando Biz is, I kind of want to say back in the mix, but still is quite a bit behind. Another safety car is possible, yes. If another safety car does happen, then I don't. It would probably benefit Captain Chubbs. Safety car will go around. True, true. A little bit surprised by the drivers though. Tom AJ is actually pitting again. He can't serve his drive-through. Don't tell me he's tried to... Oh, actually, he's still got a drive-through to do. So, he's screwed either way, to be honest, Tom AJ, but... Back to what I was going to say. I don't know why a lot of the drivers seem to be suckling around Ascari. Like, the first 10 laps, well, no, first 8 laps, no one was having any kind of issues. The worst was probably Callum, who kept wobbling. But, other than that, it was fine. And then we've had Bando Biz, Mancini, and Mimilou all go off at that corner. Very quickly as well, like, one after the other. The safety car might not come in this lap with where Wiseman is. Let's check if OTG is actually in the lobby. No, he's not. Will the safety car be in this lap? If it is, then Frederick will catch, but I don't know about Wiseman. And it doesn't seem like it. If it is, it's going to be well late, and Callum will probably bolt it pretty late as well, and I don't think the safety car's coming in. No, safety car's not coming in. We're going round for another lap because Wiseman did not catch up to the field in time. Go around for another lap. It's Tom AJ pits again. What is this man doing? What is he doing? It is good for Chubbs, yeah. I'm still thinking his tyres won't make it. It's definitely going to come in this lap. As Tom AJ's just catching up. Safety car's in this lap. Callum going to be controlling the field now. If anything like Mugello, where it's a very long straight, Callum will want to bolt either right out of Power Rolliker or right on the line. He's allowed to do that. He's allowed to go like this. He's staying pretty consistent on his speed, so he's allowed to go this slow. He doesn't have to bolt it. He doesn't have to bolt. What is going on here? There's overtaking going on. He's really going to be annoying them, but he's allowed to do it, and he's actually bolted now. And that has caught 3 gloves right off guard. And Frederick's on a 5-second penalty for ignoring yellow flags. Captain Chubbs, oh my life. Captain Chubbs and Sam are going side by side now. This should be easy for Chubbs. He's going to have to try now. Round the outside, he can brake later. He's on that soft compounded tyre. Into the first chicane, and he's got the move. And he's up into P3. And now Captain Chubbs needs to absolutely bolt. He needs to absolutely bolt and catch everyone. That's what is going on between Frederick and Willows. Willows is actually gone. And here comes Captain Chubbs on an absolute charge. Frederick with a 3-second time penalty. Captain Chubbs is on an absolute, charge. DRS won't be enabled yet. So he probably won't go for it yet. Oh he is, oh he is, oh he is, oh he is. Before the DRS he's going to go for it. Is he going to try it? Callum, that's a very, very good defensive move there from Callum. He's got his car in a perfect position. Tom AJ trying to serve his stop-go penalty. Oh, and he's sped into the pit lane, and that's him done. And my voice died then. And Captain Chubbs is going to try and go for it into the second chicane. There's easier places to get these kind of moves done. Outbrakes himself and actually gets the move done. Very good move there from the Haas. I would expect 3 glove soaring coming, and was like, nope, I'm not going to get my wing chopped off when I'm in such a good position. Captain Chubbs now all over the back of Callum. Got to make these softs count whilst they are in their perfect life. And he is trying to do that right now, right towards the end of the race. So Callum will be on top, but he'll be on worn tyres as well. His DRS has been enabled. Callum's done very well to conserve his DRS. It's a very good exit there from Chubbs. He's on the quicker tyre though, so you will expect that. Callum's got a little bit more ERS to play with, which is going to benefit him. Oh, and Captain Chubbs just picked up a 3-second time penalty. And so did Three Gloves. As if that's just fallen like that. Second and third picking up a penalty on the same corner. Oh my. My oh my oh my. To Parabolic now starting lap 19. Chubbs with a really good exit. Doesn't have much ERS compared to Callum. Captain Chubbs hasn't got enough. Callum's doing just enough at the moment to keep himself ahead. He's right behind Captain Chubbs, right behind. You just cannot get this move done. Callum's defending really well for this P1 position. He does not want to lose it as Chubbs actually dips a tyre onto the gravel. Oh, they both made a mistake out of there. Oh, that's actually Three Gloves. Sorry, I was not actually concentrating on Three Gloves. He's trying to get past Captain Chubbs into the first chicane. They're going to go side by side. And this is allowing Callum to get away. Which is just what Callum needed. Three Gloves with the hella overspeed down the inside into the second chicane. Captain Chubbs is going to try and keep his wheel in there. Oh, he's bunny hopped the chicane. That's going to lose him even more time. But Sam's now going to pick up the pieces. Oh, they're going to try and go side by side for Lesmo 2. Not exactly a place I would try and go side by side, but they're somehow making it stick. They both can have DRS. No, they're not. Sam doesn't. Kevin Jones isn't going to try it around the outside of Scary, is he? No. But Sam is now all getting pressured from all angles. He's got 3 cars right on his tail. Captain Chubbs with another really, really good exit. You've got Bando Biz and Moriouette going side by side as well. These two both have DRS as well, and these two are gaining at light speed behind. into the first chicane. He's going to come out on top. I think it's going to be Sam. Sam not leaving him any room. And now Bando Biz is going to say, oh, I love that. Thank you very much. So is Morioette. Oh, there's contact. Oh my, that could have been a bloody train wreck. Morioette down the inside. No. Bando Biz almost rear end Sam. Bando Biz now. Sam is absolutely bolting, or trying to bolt. So Captain Chubb's in there. You've got Huberto Mancini now, trying to get it around the side of Morioette. Morioette might get mugged here. Absolutely mugged without him even watching. Oh, the side by side. Oh, look, hello, his leg fell. He's going to go, oh, hello, I'll have some of this as well. Gets past Mancini. He's going to get past Morioette. He's come out of nowhere and he's going to take P6 just like that. That is how you do it. Opportunistic. Has seen these two squabble and has taken the position. Now these two are getting involved and this is becoming a battle for P10 from P3. Oh, Bando Biz has picked up another 3-second time penalty. He is at least 9 seconds now, I believe. So he is going to drop like a plum. Not like a plum. I don't know why I said plum. But Bando Biz closing in on Sam. Sam a little bit low on ERS. This is a nice and tasty battle for P3. Bando Biz is kind of in control of what happens with this train. As soon as he goes for a move, this is going to make all hell break loose. As everyone will want a piece of this action. Captain Chubbs is on 8-lap-old softs now and should start to fall back, I would presume. And here comes Bando Biz. He may see his opportunity. I think he does. Oh, okay. No, he backs out at the last minute. No, and he's actually got a really poor run through turn 1 and turn 2. And nothing's going to happen this lap either. This is now a battle for P10. Well, not P10. P3 to P10. So if anything happens, you can really drop down the grid as Langfeld loses a little bit of time there. Wants to keep with the front three here. Also needs to look out for 3 gloves. I know there has been a safety car, but his tyres will be running on pretty high percentage. Let's see what happens here. Bando Biz again has more ERS and is not far behind the Renault, about 3 tenths now, below 3 tenths. He should be able to get this move now on the Renault. He's right behind him with the slipstream and a bit of ERS. He's going to pull to the outside. Sammy's going to try and defend this with all of his might, but Bando Biz seems to have broke late. Oh, and there's contact. Sam's in a bit of a half spin, but everyone seems to have survived. Sam will be having none of that, but Bando Biz is ahead. Now, will Bando Biz notice that will he notice? Well, Sam noticed that Bando Biz has 9 seconds, sorry. And Langfeld falling back. has actually lost out to Moriarty, who's just popped up into P6. Langfell, he's going to come back at him, and they're going side by side now. They do not both have DRS. Moriarty does not have it. Gilberto Mancini, oh no, is going to try and go for it down the inside of Langfell. Langfell has no wing. The two Mercedes are near each other again. They collided earlier on. And these two are side by side, the two Mercedes, and so are the two in front. What's happening between the Mercedes? Oh my god, that was almost a train wreck. As Frederick has gone completely off the track and has lost all the positions. Mancini sweeps past Moriarty. Sam down the inside of Bando Biz into turn 1. 4P3. Captain Chubbs cannot get past. Whatever he does, he just cannot get past. Now these two going side by side. I'll go on board with Captain Chubbs. As these two go side by side into the second chicane. Oh, there's a bit of contact. Captain Chubbs again, not able to get past. These three are putting on a hell of a show. An absolute hell of a show. I'm surprised Captain Chubbs' his tyres have not decided to want to blow up yet. Three Gloves seems to be doing alright. This is the battle for P3. Oh, Captain Chubbs, a very good save there. Big, big, big wobble. Into Parabolica now, starting the penultimate lap. Sam now is gaining. If he's going to go for it, it's going to be one hell of a lunge. Does not go for it. It's not a great exit at all from the Renault, and Captain Chubbs is saying hello, and that is P4 for the pass. Sam losing out, really poor exit out of turn 1 and turn 2. What's going on here? I just noticed the Three Gloves gaining on Callum there. Got to keep an eye on that. As Frederick picks up a 3-second time penalty. Okay, keep an eye on that. I don't know if Callum just decided to try and make things interesting. The FPS there was absolutely atrocious, as it is here. There's a really good helicopter shot here of Captain Chubbs all over the back of Bando Biz. Let's see what the Haas can do. The Haas is gaining. The Haas is gaining. Gaining. Will he gain enough? It is the last lap. He's going to have to go for some kind of lunge. He's too far back for any kind of lunge. Will there be any punctures? Hello, Captain Chubbs is gaining on Bando Biz. He's not going to go for it into the second again, too far back. Ooh, Gilberto Mancini picks up a 3-second time penalty on the final lap. I don't think anything's going to happen, so we'll go on board with the leaders. Callum Anderson round the final corner. He is going to win unless I've not seen his penalty. He is going to convert a pole to a win, and across the line, Callum wins the Italian Grand Prix. Three Gloves will take second. Bando Biz does not get third. Sam gets third. Bando Biz fourth. Captain Chubbs fifth. Oh, Moriarty fourth. Wow. Oh, wow. Well, that finished quickly. Well, I'll have to catch the end of that in a second, because that went very quickly. I just noticed that Mario Wet got 4th. Pretty exciting race, to be fair. From them 14 drivers, not too bad. So yeah, Callum is your winner, followed by 3 gloves in second, Sam in third, Moya Wet in fourth, very good drive, Bando Biz in fifth, Captain Chubbs in sixth, Langfell seventh, Wiseman eighth, Huberto Mancini ninth, and Frederick in 10th. There are all your provisional point finishers. After the top 10 was Willows, who's the only one to finish. The non-finishers were OTG, Tom AJ, and Mimolo. That has been it for PSGL 8. Pretty good race. If I say driver of the day, Captain Chubbs, 12th to 6th. On track, would have been 12th to 4th, but yeah. One more Rioette, very good race from him as well. But that has been it from me. And I'll be back next week for Vietnam, I believe. And I'll see you then.